Hi, I'm Francis, and today we are going to look at how to set up GNS3 with Oracle Virtualbox and then VMware Workstation. Now, GNS3, for which some of you guys have heard by now, is a simulation that is being used in setting up networks and then creating labs. Okay, when it comes to networks, and they have a couple of features in there that allows users to be able to include Oracle virtual machines and as well as the VMware workstations into the GNS3 system. So we are going to see how to perform that particular aspect and test how that feature works. Now, before we can do this, you have to at least get an idea of how to use the GNS3. But if you don't, I will take you through the entire process, and also you have to know how to use the VMware. Once again, if you can't do it, don't worry, I'll still take you through. It's very simple. Now, the first thing that you need before you can be able to set up the GNS3, okay, which is used for the lab purposes, is to get a very good machine. Very good RAM, processor should be good. Mine that I'm using here is an i5 second generation machine with 8 gig RAM, and my hard drive is pretty good, so I think I can run this. Now, the first thing that we are going to do is, before we start with anything, let's try and set up the GNS3. Then in the subsequent videos, we are going to install the Oracle VirtualBox and then the VMware Workstation too. So the GNS3 is very simple. What you can do is that you can get the GNS3 by going to Google. Just get to google.com and then you search for GNS3. You search for GNS3. When you search, they are going to give you a link. I think I've already gone there. Just look for the download link. Go to that particular site and then let's wait for it to come up. Okay, then what you do is that we have the download option over here. Now, what they expect you to do is that before we can download, you need to provide a name. So make sure you actually give it a name. You can give it Francis, my son. Then you just provide an email. Okay. So you just have to fill out this. Just fill out this form. After filling out this form, then we can go ahead and then download. So provide the information and the location. When you finish, just click on create account and continue. Then you can download the GNS3, the latest version. Now, I've already downloaded mine, and this is what I have here on the desktop. So I'm going to install it. Now, before you are going to install it, what I'll advise you to do is that make sure that you have internet connectivity, because during the installation process, they are going to ask us to select or use the internet to download additional few things. So make sure you have internet. If you don't have, you can still install it. It's still not bad. So what you are going to do is, I'll just jump to next on the installation, select I agree, then go to next. Then these are additional features that are going to be installed. Now, these are tools that we use them in also managing networks. So at any point in time, as we move along this video series, I'll be taking them as and when they come up and explain them to you. So let's go to next again and click on install. Now it says that I have already installed the WinCap already. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on cancel, because I have. But in your situation, don't click on cancel. Let it finish installation, then you can continue the process. Now it says that it's trying to install, downloading the features that I talked about. Now, actually, you can wait and let it finish, but I don't have much time. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on cancel. Then I'll continue my installation. You can still wait and let it finish. Okay, you can wait and let it finish. Okay, let me wait and see how many minutes I have. Okay, so my installation, they finished downloading what they need to download, and it's trying to continue itself. So that's one thing that you do. So I have them. I think it's okay. Let's give it a couple of minutes. The installation process will be done. Okay. Okay, so my installation is completed successfully. Let me go to next. Now I'm being asked to select any of the tools. You say, would you like to get a free access to CCNA? You know what, I'm going to leave this one, skip this one, just go to no, and then jump to next. Now click on finish and make sure that I start the GNS3 program. So I click on finish and open their own link, but let me start the GNS3 program. Okay, so this is the first time I've installed the GNS3 program, and it's asking me whether I want to run. Now, one thing is that you can run the GNS3 in a virtual environment. You can run your machines, your various networks, or your network designs in a virtual environment, or you can run it on your machine itself, on your personal machine, which is the local server. So I'm going to choose the local server. Go to next. Then I'm being expected to add a couple of things. Now, when it comes to the Virtualbox and the VMware, we are going to add it later. But now I want us to take a look at how to prepare your machine for the iOS or the routers that we are going to use. So make sure you've selected add an iOS router using a real iOS image. Then click on finish. Okay, now this one is asking me, I've already added one before, so I have these various images. Now if you want an image, what I'll advise you is try and then go to Google, just search it from there. You can search for router iOS for GNS3. You can search for them. We have a couple of sites that can allow you to download them for free, so you can just get them, download them, and then try and then use them. They are very cool as they come by. Just search for all of them. We have some here. You can search for them and then download them. Then you can actually use them. We have a whole lot of them on the net, so they should be very pretty easy to come by and run them. Okay, so just download them. When you download them, you are going to get them in a file format. So you can just download them and get them in a file format. Please search for them. Use them. Okay, so I've already downloaded mine. If I want to add a new one, I'll just go to new and then click on browse. Then I'll go to where I have them. I've downloaded them. These are the files. So when you download them, they will be like this. You can select them, and when you select them, they start working. So you can go ahead and then choose. Let me choose the 3600 series router, which is this one, and I'll click on open. Then I think it's okay. You can just select them. It has been added successfully. You can go to next, and it will select the correct platform of the router, and then as well as the chassis. So I'll just go to next on that one. Go to next. Then I'm being asked to determine the various adapter cards that are going to be used by this router. I'll go down there, select fast Ethernet card. I'll select. I like to use the fast Ethernet cards already because they are okay for me. Then I think I'll select this one too. Couple of them anyway. Then from there. Now, one thing about the system is that there is something that we refer to as ideal PC. Now, ideal PC allows GNS3 to control the amount of resources that is being consumed by a particular router. Okay, so what you have to do is after you finish all these things, you need to find an ideal PC that is going to support your routers. Now this ideal PC, when you do them, is that it's going to reduce the amount of resources that the routers or the devices are going to consume from your physical machine. You can click on the ideal PC finder to see if the system can actually find the correct ideal PC that can help to reduce the resources on your machine, reduce the resources that is being used on your machine. So let me wait and see. If you are not able to get it here, after the configuration and everything, we can still calculate for this same ideal PC. I'll show you. We calculate for the ideal PC, then we apply it to our system. So you can do it two ways, either here or you can do it after this place. Okay, so it says that ideal PC has been found suitable for my iOS image. So I think this one is okay. I can now click on finish and then I'm okay to go through. So this is what I've added so far. This is the router that I have added. So basically you can use the same process. Let me click on apply and okay, let me cancel because I don't want to open any project now. Let me just click on cancel. And okay, so basically what I have done right now is that I've installed the GNS3 program, and then I've configured it by adding just one router image. Now if you want to add additional router images, you can do so by going to the edit, then you go to preferences, then you are going to get to where we have the iOS routers. Then let me expand this one a while, then you click on new. Okay, now you can go through the same process that I did. Whether a new one, you browse for it, you select it, or if you have an existing iOS, you can also select that one. Then you go to next, they calculate for it, you go to next, you go to next, and you select. So basically this is how we install and then we set up or configure the GNS3 for our labs. So I think with this one done, we are okay to go through trying to calculate ideal PC for this particular router too. Now one thing I also tell you is this: I've been able to locate, or I'm able to find the ideal PC that supports the 3600 series router that I added. Now anytime I'm going to use that router, I don't need to calculate the ideal PC again. The only thing that I need to do is just start using it. But when I add a different series of the router, like the new one that I'm adding, I don't know if you checked, it is a 3700 or a 3745. That one you need to calculate for the ideal PC for it, and that is what is happening here. So when you add a new type of router, you are supposed to also calculate its ideal PC, and that is what has been found over here. So say it's not valid, this one is not going through. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to actually leave that one and then click on finish, and it's going to be added. This one has not been configured with ideal PC. I think I'll do that later on. But this is how we add, or this is how we set up GNS3, and then we also add router iOS images to them. This is how we set up. Now thank you for joining me in this video. In the next video we are going to see how to also set up Oracle Virtualbox and then access it from the GNS3 environment. Thank you so much.